Alright guys, this is going to be a fun video right here. Thor, the god of thunder, the son of Odin. My favorite Marvel character of all time. I know I got 4 others, actually 5 others, if you want to include the 5th one being Black Panther. That's an awesome character in itself. I do got some notes. My introduction to Thor was with the Incredible Hulk Returns, the late 80s made-for-TV movie starring Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Thor does appear in that. That was my first time actually seeing Thor, played by Eric Allen Kramer. It wasn't the Thor that we all know from the comics. He didn't have the cape or anything else, but hey, it was their incarnation of Thor, which I thought was really, really awesome. And then the movie Adventures in Babysitting. The little girl in that is a big Thor fan. She's got the helmet, she's got the Mjolnir, which is the hammer if you don't know what Mjolnir is. Those were my introductions to the character. I'm thinking, Thor, who the hell is this character? You know, he has the winged helmet, the Mjolnir, the red cape. His costume is really cool. He's got like the blue circles that go down his shirt, and then you get like the yellow and black striped boots or high knee boots. Really, really cool, and he's able to fly with Mjolnir. Just very, very cool. I like the character because of who he is, the appearance. One thing I do like too is that he is not from Earth, but he's a hero. And there are some similarities, guys, between him and Superman. One, they are not from Earth. Thor is a god. He's based on the Norse god, Thor. He's not an alien. They both, well, him and Superman were capes, and they both are heroes, and they protect Earth. Thor also protects Asgard as well, so that's another thing why I like the character. I thought he was very, very unique. He stood out to me. He just stood out to me as a superhero. Something very, very different. You know, if it wasn't for the Incredible Hulk Returns and the Adventures of Babysitting, I probably wouldn't know the character until later on in life. But when I saw the character and I saw what he looked like in the comic book format from what Stan Lee and Jack Kirby did, I didn't get to see that part until of what his comic book appearance looks like in the comics until we get the Adventures of Babysitting, because there's like a big image on the wall in the little girl's room in that film, and I think she's like coloring in a Thor coloring book. I think, if I remember correctly, I haven't seen the movie in a while, but that always stood out to me because that character, you know, I was like, what is his powers? And then, you know, later on in life you're reading about him and like, oh man, I mean, he can fly up the hammer, he can control like the lightning and stuff like that. I thought that was really, really cool. You know, it's, you know, kind of reminds me a little bit of Storm too, because Storm can manipulate the weather, you know, if you know who Storm is from the X-Men. But yeah, I mean, Thor, definitely, you know, that's why they call him the Mighty Thor, you know. I just love that. I love the energy. A little bit of a side note here. I had an older car. It was a 1990 Toyota Corolla. The hood was a different material. The paint was. So I took window marker and I wrote on her the Mighty Thor with Mjolnir in there. And I had a lot of people staring at me with that. And you know, it was an older beater, you know. I wanted to do something fun and stylish. So I did that, and I had people, you know, basically, you know, to stare at me. I had one person that was in the bank. He was a nursing student, and I was going to college at the time. And he looks at me, and he says, "I see that car every day at school, man." I mean, that's how much I love Thor, the God of Thunder, man. I mean, I just love it. I mean, you know, even though we didn't get the comic book accurate Thor from the comics with the helmet and stuff, with the Chris Hemsworth Thor, but you know, I actually thought about it. You know, I actually like Chris Hemsworth's Thor, even though it's not the Thor that we get that are in the comics with the helmet. You know, but to me, it's Thor. It's Thor. You know, as long as he's got Mjolnir, as long as he's got the cape and, you know, the cool, you know, costume and stuff, that's all that matters. But yeah, I mean it's I mean everything from his appearance to the Asgard to just the way Thor is. I think he's a really really awesome character, and everybody's got their favorites, but he is definitely my favorite. I love Spider-Man too. Spider-Man is actually my second favorite, but Thor is just awesome, man. I really think he is. That's why they call him the Mighty Thor. He's so strong and powerful, man. What can you say? But yeah, without further ado, that's all I got, and I hope you guys like this video. It's a fun one to do, sharing my thoughts and what I like about Thor a little bit here, and let me know in the discussion here, which is your favorite Marvel superhero or DC superhero or whatnot. We'll open up to DC and stuff. What is your favorite superhero in general? You already know who mine is, or mine is. So, till next time, guys. See you guys later.